Plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Sharp, Andre Ayton out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3. And stolen by Simons. Ayton wide open. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That is his first foul of the game.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
Butler, a screen on Simons. Curry's shot is off. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Ayton. Over Green. Again the miss by Ayton. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team. But Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Green with a screen on Simon. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And another 3 for Golden State.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Green kicks to Curry. There's the triple. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Ayton. Over Butler. Warriors with the rebound. Green in the high post. Curry's shot is off. Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Ayton with it. He's defended by Pajemski. Lets it fly. Portland no good that time either. Warriors leading by 4. Butler finds Curry. And the 3-ball is good. Curry's got 9 points.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
Pass to Kamare. Poked away. Curry with it. And Simons picks him up defensively. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 7. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his 3-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. I was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, B.A.
Well, the moment that ball went through on the other end, you could see Steph wanting the ball back, and of course he did it. That's the answer.
No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Brent with Avdia. There's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
Now Ayton, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Over Green. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Sharp finds Ayton. Portland moving the ball around. Looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in. Ayton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. Pass to Curry. Green with a screen on Simon. Curry's shot is off. Here's Ayton. 2 on the clock, and Ayton throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg, as they look to trim the deficit. Oh, he got it to go!
Bam.
Wow.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He's raised his three-point total to 6 now. A lot of points from beyond the arc. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Henderson out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Klingon. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. For 3, Henderson. And it's Klingon with the jam.
A powerhouse slam. Klingon gave it everything on that one.
Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The bad boy Pistons, and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
Henderson, no good. Warriors leading by 5. To Curry, fires from way outside, and Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Kamare. Klingon with it. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Klingon knows how to use that size both as a screener and a finisher.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Portland making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Substitution on the court.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Spencer's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 3. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's Kuminga. Defended by Thybulle. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Payton's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Grant, that's good.
Like seeing Grant knocking down threes, especially when it comes in the form of getting revenge.
Out to Payton. Green with a screen on Grant. 3-pointer, Payton. Rebound by Williams.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Curry with the 3, and it's Portland with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Curry with it. Klingon defending. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
And Ayton throws it down.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
It's Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here are the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run right now. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And Ayton gets double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Inside. In low. The second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. Ayton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
41 seconds left to play in the first half.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Green finds Curry. A three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Blazers. They're on a 17-6 run. Ayton with it. Kuminga picks him up. And that one's good, Ayton.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Outside Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Ayton inside. He's defended by Podziemski. And it's Ayton missing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen for the Trailblazers. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Curry has been sensational.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moses Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Here's Curry with the three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Again, the miss by 8. Warriors trail by 7. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Curry against Simon. Curry with it. 22 points for him. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Butler, no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Ayton. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry looking it over. And the Warriors miss again.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Curry finishes off the break.
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
Here's Ayton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. Outside Curry. Lets it go with the three. Kept alive. Green passes to Curry. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Simon. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Puts it up from 17. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors trail by 4. And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys, really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
Simons, the pass to Ayton. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Bucket is good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's Curry with the three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Portland leading by 6. Simons kicks to Ayton. Green with the rebound. The Warriors shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Simons against Curry. Again, Curry missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Curry way outside. Again, Curry missing.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Butler with the ball. Now Avdia defending. And the wide open shot from Green. Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
From deep. Again, Curry missing. Trailblazers leading by 10. Here's Ayton. Good work there as it goes. Ayton's got 31.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
That one misses. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They're and we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Scoot Henderson.
Three-pointer.
Then it's Williams. Then there's Grant, and it's Klingon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They kick it out to Green. Golden State moving it around. Healed from outside. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 7 rebounds in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Ayton, he's checked in for Robert Williams. They get it again. They kick out to Heel. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 15. Here's Ayton. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Over in the corner, Green, and stolen by Thibault. And Brandon Krzyzewski gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ayton. Misses off the right iron. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Stephen Curry.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Off target from three-point range.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. The open shot by Ayton. The Warriors pull it in. Butler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Green dishes to Curry. Over Henderson. Curry's shot is off. Portland leading by 11. It's stolen by Curry. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Henderson passes to Ayton. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Tries a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Krzyzewski's got 5 rebounds tonight. Green kicks to Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Butler with the steal. For the 3. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't hit.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Right side Curry. Jacks up a 3. Curry buries the 3 shot.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Here's Curry. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Yeah, that's a head scratcher there. I don't know how he could think that's a good shot. That's not who they want out there jacking up threes.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simon. Shoots over Simon. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Yeah, even though Hield can pull up from anywhere, you love that he's always looking to find a shot for his teammate.
Klingen's shot is off. pass to Jackson Davis. Here's the three. Grant for three. It's good from long range. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not
one-on-one. But I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Now here's Podziemski. He's guarded closely. On the wing, Curry, defended by Murray. That three's off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Jokic. On target from range.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Now here's Curry. The three. Fires in the triple.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The jumper from the wing off target.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Jokic, no good. The Warriors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Curry with another miss. Curry's gone 1 for 4 from the field. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and obviously facing Nikola Jokic was the first topic of conversation. Coach told me they don't hand out MVP awards. The Joker is one of the most talented players in league history, and he's 7 feet. It's unreal. In terms of how to stop Jokic, he laughed and said, I don't think anyone has that answer. Guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Fires for 3. And it's Denver with a rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Westbrook, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets. Number 4, Russell Westbrook.
Outside Murray. They get the rebound. Butler with a steal. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Curry's shot is off. And it's Porter with the ball for the Nuggets. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Green. The 3 from Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
On the wing, Porter. Moody defends. Porter, the pass to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jokic. The 3 is up. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The Nuggets lead by 3. From downtown, and the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Jokic has got 5.
Yeah, Jokic really has the confidence to pull up from just about anywhere on the floor.
Curry against Murray. That won't go either for Curry.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Now here's Murray. No made baskets yet. The 3. Rebounded by Green.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
The 3 from Curry. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Porter. Moody defends. Outside Murray. From behind the arc. Nails it from 3.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
Murray against Curry. Green with a screen on Murray. Outside Curry. To stop the drought. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. They've got Russell Westbrook. Hayden Watson is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Dario Saric, and it's Strother in at the 2 spot. For 3, Westbrook. To the wing, right side. Lets the 3 fly. Saric shot is off. Warriors trail by 6. Up top, Curry. Plenty of space. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Curry's got 7 points.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Watson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Snatched away. Pass to Curry. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Jackson Davis, a screen. Puts it up. Curry with another miss. Denver leading by 7. Pulls up on the wing. Back to Saric. And here's Watson. He's covered by Curry. Fires from deep. The Warriors pull it in. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
And another miss by Denver. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Kept alive. Launches a 3. Curry with another miss.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Porter's shot is off. Warriors trail by 4. Left side Curry. Puts up a 3. There he is, the 3-point king, delivers on cue.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3 ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Pass to Saric. Now Watson.
Right here.
Porter a screen.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Just 3 to shoot. From the arc. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. Porter's got 9 points.
And just a nice smooth stroke on that 3 from Porter Jr. He knows that shot very well.
High arcing shot. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pass to Watson. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Hield, a screen on Westbrook. Curry passes to Hield. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Westbrook against Curry. Saric outside. Pass to Strother. Launches it. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Golden State has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Curry. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Looking unstoppable. Even the foul can't hold back Curry's shot.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And Podziemski subbed in for Hield. And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Šarić. Gordon comes in for Watson. Brown's checked in for Strother. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And here's Butler outside. Jimmy Buckets with the tray.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Brown's got himself on the board with a three there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Nuggets on top, leading by 3. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage wins.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the 3. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Pass to Murray. Takes a 3. Back to Porter. From deep. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 3. On the wing, Curry. 17 points in the game. Gets an open look and hits it. Curry's got 19 points.
Defensively, you have to be aware of Curry in that set.
Here's Brown. Pass to Jokic. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors shooting around 35% from the field so far. On the wing, Curry. Defended by Murray. For the lead. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. It's stolen by Curry. For 3. They get it again. That shot, no good. Denver's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Porter gets the bucket.
And he's finding the bottom of the net consistently. Porter Jr. is scoring with ease.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. Green against Jokic. Pass to Butler from outside the arc. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Nuggets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Hield's checked in for the Warriors. Pass to Brown. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
Murray passes to Jokic. Out of bounds. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for Brown.
Number 4, Russell Westbrook.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Murray. Clock at 6. Nice move. Rebounded by Green. Warriors trail by 7. Now here's Butler. Green in the post. Covered by Jokic. Moody from outside. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
Nice timing on the pass from Green, finding the open guy with ease.
Westbrook outside. On the wing, Porter. Moody defends. Porter's shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Launches it. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Jokic passes to Porter. Knocks it down from distance. Porter's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, guard-like skills and a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
Outside heel. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Murray for 3. Healed with the defensive effort.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
To the inside. Murray finds Gordon. Outside Porter. Westbrook taking his time here. There's the 3. The rebound by Moody. Warriors trail by 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Out to Hield. Outside Butler. Outside Moody. 4-3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Moody. And again, no good by Golden State. And here's Porter outside.
There will be 2 minutes to review.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's Denver. They lead by 7. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Russell Westbrook out there with Murray. Then there's Dario Saric. Then it's Peyton Watson. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. Shots good by Saric.
Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
Murray against Curry. The 3. Denver grabs the miss.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Out to the wing. Outside Watson. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Hield. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Curry. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Payton passes to Curry. Pure from three-point range. Curry's got 22 points.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Murray scanning the floor. Outside Watson. From downtown. And he can't get that one. The Warriors have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And here's Curry for 3. No luck on that one.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's Brown, guarded by Payton. Outside Watson. They kick it out to Murray. It's stolen by Kuminga. In transition, here come the Warriors. Curry with it. Guarded now by Watson. From behind the arc. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Kuminga, the pass to Curry. Back to Kuminga. Up top Curry. Wide open. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Now just a 2-point Denver lead.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his third foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Heel. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Golden State Warriors. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Murray against Curry. Murray drives in. Outside for Porter to win the cold spell. And again, it's Denver missing. Golden State has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. And here's Curry for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Brown. Back to Jokic. Three-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. Moody's got 4 rebounds now. Puts up a 3. Back to Curry. Outside Moody. Outside for Butler. Curry against Jokic. Butler, a screen on Jokic. Curry, no good. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Left side Porter. Gordon, the pass to Brown. Pass to Jokic. Here's the 3. And knocks down the 3.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. A shot by Brown, no good. Green with the ball. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again.
We'd like to
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Avdia sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the 3. Now here's Ayton. A shake. Nice touch on the bank shot.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Gordon with the screen for Porter. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can do.
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Here's Jokic, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Simons finds Ayton. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And again, Denver with the triple.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Again, the miss by Ayton. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Gordon with a screen on Simon. Murray for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Denver. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Simons against Murray. On the wing, Porter. And again, Denver no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And that's one way to end up in the...
hard matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the 3 spot.
How about Ayton there showing his ability to score from a lot of spots on the floor.
Curry, a screen on Ayton. The kick out, Curry. Jacks up a 3, and it's Portland with a rebound. Now here's Ayton. Moody defends. The rebound by Moody.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Shaedon Sharpe. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Team foul.
About a minute played here so far in the first. The 3 from Curry. He buries it from 3.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
Simons passes to Ayton. Avdia outside. Back to Ayton. They set the pick, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm, or you're going to get a call.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. From deep three-point land. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
In transition, here come the Warriors. And the Warriors miss again. Now here's Ayton. Tight defense on him. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch, it's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Here's Curry on the take. Butler finds Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The 3 from Ayton. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Yep, that one goes. Curry's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Curry's toughness on display inside there, just clashing inside.
Ayton inside. Green covering. Inside. And the basket by Curry. 10 points for him.
Now, Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds them.
And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Podziemski grabs the board.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And there's Curry on the assist from Butler.
A good strategy here from the coaching staff. Put the ball in Curry's hands and see what happens. Usually ends up being pretty good.
Hey, puts up a 3. 8, no good. 2 for 1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I'd go for it.
And the Warriors with another 3.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Now here's Ayton. He has 6. Count that one.
You can see with that form on the jump shot that DeAndre Ayton has the tools to become effective on the perimeter.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul, and the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Grant's checked in for Portland, and Golden State also making a switch. Hield's checked in. Outside Butler. Pass to Hield. Fires the 3, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Green for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top, up 8. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Henderson out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. That's the group for Portland starting the second. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Now here's Curry. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Offensive rebound. Good work there as it goes. Ayton's got 10 points in the game.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And he makes it.
All right, I think he's showing off now, but I'll tell you what, that's impressive.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Curry's shot is off. Blazers trail by 9. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And it's in there. 14 points for him.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
The kick out, Curry. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
The 3 from Curry, and the Warriors miss again. Now Portland with it. They've gone on an 8-0 run. And he lobs it up. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
The Warriors lead by 3. Butler, a screen on Henderson, and a deep 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry, making it look effortless.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers. Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. So for the Blazers, Williams has checked in for Kamara, and Simon has subbed in for Thybulle. Green, the pass to Curry. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Well, Brett, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered, and then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the bucket by the Blazers. Clock is at 3. Curry slashes it in.
He can score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
Ayton, the screen on Curry. Henderson, the pass to Ayton. Lays it up and banks it in. Ayton's got 25 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Curry. Green with a screen on Henderson. The 3 from Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Ayton. 25 points in the game. Shot left block. And it's Portland with another.
And Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Henderson. Pass to Ayton. Green with the defensive effort. Kuminga against Williams. Outside Curry. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Off the inbound pass. And that's not going to go. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. We'll be back in a moment.
13-2.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the center position. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Tries again. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. And he's going for the lob. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Now here's Curry. Give him 35. The shot comes out.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And Ayton gets it to go.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Outside for Butler. Outside Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Blocking foul called on Brandon Podziemski. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Aiden. Give him 31 now. Count it.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Green finds Curry. Curry strong against the coverage.
Playing a little bit bigger than his size right now. Curry with great body control and some deft touch around the rim.
Outside Sharp. Back to Aiden. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Simons with a steal. And they're on the break. Pass to Sharp. Avdia with it. There's the steal. Right side Curry. There's a minute 59 left in the third. Sinks the tray.
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
And Aiden gets it to go.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Pass to Curry. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. Three-pointer. And Aiden pulls it down. Blazers trail by 6. Down low. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Aiden's got 10 points in just the second half. Butler, a screen on Simons. The 3 from Curry. Portland with a rebound. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
Pass to Kamari. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. And Aiden with the stuff.
Now the coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
Green, a screen. The 3 from Curry. And again, no good by Golden State. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Assertive from Ayton, wanting to score often and then forcing the D right there at his size to foul him.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moody. Payton's checked in for Podziemski. And Hield is subbed in for Stephen Curry.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Ayton. Deflected. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Henderson out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Robert Williams. Then there's Clingan. And it's Grant in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Thybulle against Payton. To the middle. Over Henderson. Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic. Still knocks it in. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
It's stolen by Henderson. Pass to Aiden. And the Warriors pushing it up now. The kick out. Curry lets the three fly. Williams grabs the board. Blazers trail by 6. Now Aiden, guarded by Payton. The three from Curry drains the triple. Curry's got 49 in the game.
Just so fun to watch Steph Curry shoot a jump shot. It doesn't get any better than watching this guy pull the trigger.
Pass to Aiden. To stop the run, it's rebounded by Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. To the obvious, checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Grant. Sharp, he's checked in for Thybulle. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Henderson. There's the screen. The three from Curry. And it's good. He hits another one.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And it's Simons penetrating. Pass to Aiden. Banked it in off the glass. Aiden's got 42 in the game.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Here's Aiden. Oh, and the jam by Aiden.
Aiden out there playing poker with the flush.
Curry against Simons. Outside Curry. Pass to Pajimski. The kick out. Curry. Shot clock at 5. Curry on the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 13 points in this quarter.
Swift movements from Curry. The moment that opening was there, he was in it.
And here's Aiden. It's stolen by Green. Now Curry takes a 3. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Oh, there's the alley. And Aiden with the stuff.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Here's Curry. It's tipped. And they get it back. Butler passes to Curry. Off target from three-point range. And Aiden has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. 11-point game. Down low. Oh, deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
Another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Pass to Curry. 59 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. To the inside. Stolen by Aiden.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise. How about that? Aiden showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Curry. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Anthony Simons. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Sharp with it. Green picks him up. Here's Aiden. Count it!
And how about that? Aiden stepping up, wanting the pressure.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Sharp. Green against Aiden. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Well, the defense respects Aiden's ability to score, especially from that area on the floor. He becomes dangerous.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Simons with a steal. Back to Aiden for the win. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so the big win by Golden. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So
watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now Golden State's starting 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Draymond Green, and it's Moody in at the small forward position. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Pass to Podziemski, and Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said Curry makes your entire 5 guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry's shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's Gordon after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Murray kicks to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Over Butler. The offensive rebound. Brown the pass to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Nikola Jokic, Clark, is as skilled a big as we have seen. When he has the ball, he can really affect the opposition.
Yeah, he's such a great passer, and he's got tremendous size. I mean, people forget because he's pretty nimble and agile that he's, right at 7 feet tall, 7'1", with really long arms. So he's a problem just from the size standpoint. Then you factor in his otherworldly skills as a passer, as a shot maker, as a basketball player. And now you've got something that's as unique as we've seen in, I think, the history of the game.
Now Porter after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And Michael Porter good for 3.
How about that smooth shot from the arc from Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Moody finds Curry. Back to Moody. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Again, Curry missing. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Took him no time at all on that ball.
Boy, his ball handling skills for a guy of his size and the creativity he plays with, just remarkable when you watch Jokic do his thing.
Now here's Green. Here's Podziemski. Curry wide open. Another miss by Curry.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Brown. Jokic with his screen on Curry. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Outside, Green. Curry outside. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 6.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Murray against Curry. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Over Green. Jokic, no good. Warriors trail by 4. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Put that bucket in no time at all. 9 points in the game so far.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Curry against Murray. Jokic a screen. Here's Brown. Puts up a deep three. The kick out to Porter. His three-pointers off the mark. From downtown, the shot, no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nuggets lead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Michael Porter's out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Šarić. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strawther in at shooting guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Now here's Porter. Lets the three fly. No good on the shot. The Warriors trailing. Pass to Curry. Beyond the arc. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Shoots the three. And Russell Westbrook good for three. Westbrook's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. For three. Curry from three.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Šarić just screen on Curry. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Clark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, hasn't it, who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Curry with a three at the other end.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Šarić just screen on Curry. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The shot will not fall. Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Curry with the three. Denver grabs the miss. Westbrook kicks to Šarić. That three off the mark. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. Curry with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Porter passes to Šarić. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Jackson Davis finds Curry. Back to Jackson Davis. Outside for Curry. From deep three-point land. Again, Curry missing. Denver in the lead. Watson for three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
Here's Jackson Davis. After the basket by Dario Šarić. Here's the screen. They get the rebound. Out to Peyton. Pass to Curry. The three. Again, Curry missing. Denver leading by 3. 35 seconds left here in the second. Watson with it. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry deciding where to go with it. Again, Curry missing. Porter against Hield. There's the 3. Porter, no luck. That will count. No good on that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Denver on top. They lead by... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the center, filling out the middle. Clark, what we appreciate, for some players, success can change them, but not for Jokic. Yeah, he seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down to earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
And it's Jokic missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Right side, Butler for the tie. Another miss by Curry. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. Drills it from outside.
Well, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Outside Curry. Back to Green. Golden State moving it around. For 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
He has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Warriors trail by 6. Green dishes to Curry. 3-pointer. Curry with another miss.
He's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Green against Jokic. Back to Murray. It's stolen by Curry. And it's the Warriors on the break. Lets the 3 fly. Again, Curry missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nuggets leading by 9. Wide open look here for Murray, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Curry outside, and again, it's the Warriors missing. Denver's gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Offensive rebound. Gordon kicks to Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Now, here's Porter. Shot clock at 6. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Porter's got the lead up to 12 now for Denver. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Curry's shot is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Jokic. He's defended by Pajemski. Warriors trail by 9. Curry on the wing. Latre. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the basket by Gordon.
And Jokic is one of the best passing big men in the game. He has a great feel for when to dish the rock.
Butler sets a screen for Curry. Another miss by Curry. Denver leading by 12. Murray outside. Jokic with the screen on Green. Murray, no good. The Warriors shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. There's the pick. At the top of the key, Curry. Looking to get it going. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Moody. And it's off from three-point range. Nuggets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Outside Gordon. Lets it go from deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have been shown. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with a pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Aiden Watson is out there with Sharge. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Scooped up. Looney passes to Curry. Kuminga sets a screen for Curry. And the 3 off target.
This fires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
And another miss by Denver.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
It's taken away by Payton. Cloak loose and stolen by Murray. Here's Sharge. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Warriors trail by 15. Here's Curry with the 3. That one doesn't go.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Watson's shot is off. Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. The shot by Payton, no good. Denver leading by 15. Curry with the steal. Launches it from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Sharge has got 8 rebounds in this game. Watson for 3. It's rebounded by Payton. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. Curry against Murray. It's up a 3. They get it back. Payton from outside. No good that time. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Good on the 3-point shot. Watson's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Nuggets. Here's Looney. And again, it's the Warriors missing. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Curry with the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
And the shooting mechanics of Curry, they are as pure as anybody who's ever played. He's such a dangerous shooter and scorer.
And an eye 4 and 9. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Denver leading by 18. Here's Westbrook. And it's Looney with the rebound. Westbrook's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Hield with the bucket.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
Here's Denver now. Murray from deep three-point territory. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Hield can't hit. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter of this one. From the arc. Murray, no good.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Denver.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Jokic.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebound.
Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And Hield launches it from deep. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Everybody knows about how Buddy Hield is an incredible three-point threat. But what I love, here's a guy with a bunch of years playing 80 or more games. Love that durability. He's ready to go whenever they call his name.
Jokic has checked in for Dario Saric. Westbrook a screen on Green. And here's Jokic outside. The rebound by Hield. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Trailing by 13. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Watson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brown's shot is off. And it's the Warriors' ball. Butler dishes to Curry. Three-pointer. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's the 3. And Watson with the basket on the assist by Murray.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, thanks so much.
feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. Now here's Ayton. Second chance effort. It's good. Off the glass.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Murray against Simons. Lets it go from deep. Murray, no good. Sharpe passes to Ayton. Sharpe against Murray. Back to Ayton. And stolen by Jokic. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Now here's Murray. Counted from distance.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
And coach, a three-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
And everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing him.
Now here's Simons. Ayton, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Murray against Simons. Murray passes to Porter. Now here's Jokic. Shoots over Ayton. Can't cash it in from the high post.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Avdia finds Sharpe. Ayton inside, covered by Jokic. They grab their own miss. 4 seconds left. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
Ayton, a screen on Murray. There's Simons with a 3. Rebounded by Denver. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be a second foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Watson, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Brown. And also a switch here for Portland. Grant's checked in for Kamara. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jeremy Grant averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career. But over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring over 20 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits, unquote. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. Now here's Westbrook. Jokic in the post. He's against Ayton. The Nuggets with another miss. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
Now here's Jokic. No points yet. And again, it's Denver missing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Denver in the lead. And here's Gordon from the arc. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. From the arc. And it's Simons missing. Denver's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. From deep, Jokic. Oh, another miss by Jokic. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's Simons missing. Outside Watson. Avdia with a steal. That's the end of the first quarter. And not much scoring. It remains close. It's and getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Dario Saric is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Henderson, the pass to Thibault. Back to Henderson. Pass to Kamari. On the wing, Grant. There's the triple. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Saric. Denver leading by 4. And here's Porter outside. Rebounded by Kamari. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Henderson for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Henderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, good 3-ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Graham.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively, but took his strength and conditioning to another level.
And another miss by Denver. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. And here's Grant from the arc. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. Denver has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And it's Watson missing. Portland has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Grant. To the paint. Here's Clingan. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Clingan's got 5 points.
At 7'2", Clingan is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
Now Portland with it. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Saric. Outside Watson. Saric, a screen on Grant. Watson gets the 3-ball to go. Watson's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at one.
Another shot. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Yeah, and Clingan is a gigantic player. He is so difficult to keep off the glass at times.
And it's Watson missing. Trailblazers lead by 3. Henderson scanning the floor. Here's Clingan. He's guarded by Porter. Low block shot. Again, the Trailblazers. Good for 2. Here's Westbrook. No points so far. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Let's go with a 3. Strother, no good. And it's the Trailblazers ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Thibault, that's good.
Yeah, just a great find by Clingan. As he plays more and more, the game will slow down for him.
From deep, sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Clingan. Saric covers. From the left block. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Nuggets trail by 5. here's Porter outside. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Kamari. Here's Klingon. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, be careful. Klingon can bring down the house.
Henderson against Westbrook. And here's Šarić for 3. That's good.
And so Westbrook with the assist.
Šarić has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Klingon's shot is off. The Nuggets shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Left side Porter. Off target with the 3. And here's Henderson. Inside. Shoots inside. Oh, nice shot by Klingon. Klingon's got 13 now. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back to the game after this break. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Stan, you started as an assistant in the NBA back in 1995. Now, all of these years later, for a coach, what's been the biggest change, you think?
Well, I think the biggest change, Brian, has been that we don't practice as much. There's much less time spent on the court with your team. It's more done in terms of film and individual work and not 5-on-5 type practice like it was back in 1995.
You mean to say we're talking about practice?
That's exactly right.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. We've got Denny Apia, Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamari in at the 3.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Here's Brown. Connects from downtown.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Trailblazers lead by 5. Shot from the wing. And there's Ayton on the assist by Simons. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Gordon with a steal. Here's Brown. Drops in the 3. Brown's got 6 points.
And once Gordon spots an open guy, he immediately moves the ball. Just well-coached offense right there.
Simons passes to Sharp. To the paint. Ayton against Jokic. Ayton, no good. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 4-point game. Gordon can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Ayton against Jokic. Throws it up high. Stolen by Jokic. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. And here's Porter outside. Hits the trifecta. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Denny Apia. Denver shooting their first foul shots of the night. Will stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. The free throw drops for Jokic. Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Avdia with a steal. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Here's Klingon. And another shot. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
You can see that this is how dominant Klingon can be. And when he's hot like this, it's wise to keep feeding him.
Murray for 3. Now the Blazers moving it up. Pass to Klingon. It's good. Klingon's got 4 points this quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard. A nice lob. This is where Klingon can get a lot of his points early on while he's developing the rest of his game.
And a deep 3 from Jokic. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent gameplay.
Releases. And out of bounds. Denver will have it.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Westbrook. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Up top, Šarić. The 3 is up. Hits a 3-pointer.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
For 3, Klingon. No good. Misses at the buzzer. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Trailblazers out in front. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Jamal Murray out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Christian Brown. Then it's Peyton Watson. And it's Šarić in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Now Murray. Westbrook outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Grant.
No wonder he's been off the mark. He's been hanging in the background, somewhat uninvolved tonight.
Pass to Klingon. Tipped away. Šarić with it. Picked up by Grant. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Šarić, the pass to Westbrook. The 3 ball. And again, Denver no good. Portland leading. Outside Thibault. Pass to Williams. Down low. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The 3, Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Here's Klingon. About a minute and a half into the 4th now. That shot is off. Denver has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. For 3, Westbrook. And it's Portland with a rebound. Now the Blazers on the move. Beyond the arc. It's kept alive.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And there's the lob. Oh, hello. Time Lord with the oop.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. The open shot by Šarić. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
Pass to Klingen. And here is Williams. Šarić with it. Murray from outside. Williams grabs the board. Portland leading by 3. Here's Klingen. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Peyton Watson.
They're getting really physical there inside. Now, Klingen knows this is just going to be part of the routine for him here in the league.
A different look for Denver. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Šarić. Aaron Gordon comes in for Watson. And it's Michael Porter in for Westbrook. A big group substitution here for Portland. To the obvious, checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Grant. Sharp, he's checked in for Thibault. And Simon was subbed in for Henderson. Ayton, he's checked in for Portland. There's Simons with a 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Murray scanning the floor. From deep, Jokic. And again, it's Denver missing.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Pass to Ayton. Oh, tries a 3. Rebounded by Denver. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. And another miss by Denver.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Here's Ayton. Porter pulls it in.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Such a wide open look.
And we know Murray can get it done in these big moments. I mean, he can be just fearless.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Simons. Sharp with it. Out to the right wing. To the right side. Over to the wing. Simons outside. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. And here's Jokic outside. Avdija pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Ayton. And that one's good.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And here's Portland. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Gordon with a steal. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Jokic. Misses the baby hook. Here's Ayton. Over Jokic. Yes. And so Portland takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had